Gisborne is a culture-rich town and is an incredibly special place to the both of us, but we unfortunately weren't here for very long. Come with us on what could be your next holiday to this beautiful town.
We have made it to Gisborne, New Zealand, here on the east coast of the North Island. Gisborne is one of the first places in the world to see the sun. Today we're going to show you a one-of-a-kind activity that you can actually only do here in Gisborne. We're also going to show you around town and some really beautiful places to eat. Let's get into it.
We have just stumbled across the cutest little eatery, but it is called Flagship. We've just ordered some breakfast and some coffee off of the menu, so we will show you guys that when it gets here.
Okay, so the food has just come out and it looks amazing, although I am very hungry. I got the roast beef bagel, which comes with gherkins and onions, and I'm quite impressed with the amount of beef that's already on there. Sam got the kimchi toasty, which also looks incredible. I think we're going to go halvesies on these because I really want to try that. I'm really glad that we came across this place, and we're going to need this energy for what's coming up next.
Okay, next on the agenda is a pretty unique activity.
It is so unique, it is actually the only one in the world of its kind.
We are going rail biking.
If you didn't know what a rail bike is, it's essentially a push bike on the railroad.
You're gonna see us bike through countryside, through pine forests. We're gonna get to see the ocean. I cannot wait. I am so excited. Come with us.
Let's go.
How you doing, Ryan?
Good. I'm enjoying it. It's cool.
Yeah?
It's a bit harder than I thought. I'm very glad we got the electric bikes. We're about an hour in, I think, and I'm already starting to feel that burn. It's a good thing though, because I don't get enough exercise. But yeah, a lot of fun.
Okay guys, a couple of facts about this rail line that we are currently riding on is it was built in the 1920s across Māori land. If you're not familiar, Māori are the indigenous people of New Zealand. So it was a passenger train until the 1980s, and people were driving more than they were taking the train. So they trialed it as a freight train for a while, but it was never built as a freight train, so they kind of canned that as well. And luckily for us, the last train ran these tracks in 2012, so no train collisions today for us.
That's good. So we're about an hour in, about 1/3 of the way. Apparently it's going to get a little bit more difficult as we're going uphill, but the good thing about that is on the way back it's going to be pretty easy being downhill.
Yeah.
And next break I think is lunch.
Yeah.
So let's go.
We're going into the tunnel.
Here we go.
Okay, we are at the end of the track for now. We've just stopped here for lunch. We're actually on the side of this massive cliff overlooking the ocean. Apparently sometimes you can see whales out in the bay here, which would be pretty cool to see. Perfect day for it, absolutely stunning.
Yeah, when Ryan says we're at the end of the track, we're literally at the end of the track. In 2012, there was a devastating storm that took out the next 10 kilometers of railroad. So we're not going to go any further than this because there's literally no track to go on, but it is 16 kilometers here, and then they turn the bikes around and we travel 16 kilometers back. So we're going to go and have some lunch, refuel, and head on back, and we'll check in with you guys there.
We need the energy.
Oh yeah. All right. Okay, so after a super long day riding through Gisborne's countryside and oceanside, you're gonna be thirsty. I'm thirsty. So one of the things that you cannot miss when you come to this beautiful city is the wineries and the wine. There's certainly plenty to choose from, but on the way back in from the rail bikes, you actually go past Matafero Winery, which has actually got the oldest wine cellar, so wine and food, in the entire of Gisborne's wine region. So it is a really special place. You can also stay on site, which I think is really beautiful. So there's cabins that have their own little kitchenettes and bathrooms, so en suites. It's breathtaking. Yeah, we're gonna order some food and chat to you guys soon.
Okay, yet another wine tasting. This is beautiful, I love it. So in front of me I've got 5 different wines, obviously all made here at Matafero Winery here in Gisborne. One cool thing is that this stand that all the wine came out on is actually made out of the old barrels which was used to store the wine previously. So first up we got the Pinot Rosé. I'll be honest, I'm more a fan of my red wines, but I'll give them all a go. I think Sam would like this one. Moving on to the Pinot Gris. That's really fruity, not my favorite. Okay, our middle one here is a Chenin Blanc. I like that. Next is the Chardonnay. It's okay. I definitely like that middle one more. Last but not least, my favorite wine in the world, or my favorite type of wine, is definitely the Merlot. I know I'm gonna like it. Yeah, that's really unique. I'm definitely a red wine kind of guy. Beautiful. This whole wine tasting was only $15, while with the money with very generous portions. Let us show you this amazing platter right in front of me.
Okay, if you've been around for a while, you'll know that we love a good winery. We've got some videos a little bit further back on the channel that we filmed in the South Island of New Zealand in Queenstown. So we're winery connoisseurs at this point. But what a beautiful way to end the day. It's been a big day, obviously flagship for breakfast, and then the rail bikes, and that was an experience in itself. As Ryan mentioned earlier, definitely glad we got the e-bikes. However, I'm pretty confident my legs are still going to be sore tomorrow. But nothing a good glass of wine or two couldn't fix. This has been incredible.
It really has. I'm real glad that we came here. If you're watching this and you are in Gisborne and have not been here, make sure you come here. Even if you're not and you're ever coming here one day, 100% check this place out.
Otherwise, guys, we will see you next Friday.
Peace.